Sends it up for the dunk, and he gets it.
Goes to the basket. You know she's got to finish.
Half-court shot. Oh, my goodness. They're still in it, buddy. Way downtown for the lead, and she got it. Wow. And the exclamation point on the game with a dagger here in the fourth. This is going down as a classic. Oh, what a shot. And I don't care if you called it or not. That's how you win. Good evening and welcome to brand new Ellet High School for City Series basketball here on APSIS. Joe Pukansky, Peter George with you courtside, bringing you the action where the undefeated in City Series play in 9-2 overall Ellet Orangemen take on the 3-1 in City Series play Buchtel Griffins. Two favorites going into league play, clashing for the second time in a rematch. The first game was won by 5 by Ellet at Buchtel. Griffs coming out tonight trying to get revenge here on the road at the brand new gym. First time we've been here. We get set to tip. Orangemen in the white with blue and orange numbers. Buchtel in the black and white with red trim. And we're underway. We'll set the starters as soon as we can. Lefty, 3-ball, no. Rebound to number 5, Martell Perkins. And the Griffins are out and running. New look Griffins team, and we'll go over that a little bit later. They got some injuries and some transfers and some graduation. Justice Lane, one of their new players, gets the ball in the post and knows what to do with it. He goes up and draws the foul. First foul is on Trevin Carter, his first. Trevin Carter, senior captain for the Orangemen. First foul shot hits every part of the rim and goes in for Justice. Justice Lane joining that starting lineup by number 3, Tony Motley, number 5, Martell Perkins, number 11, Marcel Boyce Jr., and number 13, Vernon Smith. Lane splits the pair. Rebound goes to Brendan Eaton, I beg your pardon. Trapping pressure by the Griffs, but it's handled, but it's blocked on the other end. Loose ball came down with by Justice Lane, and we're out and running. Good transition defense by the Orangemen, and first-year coach Chad Hazard, longtime assistant here, took over for Mark Fisher when he resigned. They shut off Lane well. Ball tapped way out by Carter, but gives the Griffs a chance to reset 1 minute into this one. Drive and dish, 12-footer is good. Good touch by Vernon Smith, 3-0 Griffins. Starters for the Orangemen, number 1, Trevin Carter, 4, Brendan Eaton, 11, Ethan Jones, number 13, Levi Lovett, and 30, Adonis Jordan. They're looking to trap wherever possible are the Griffs. Good ball movement by the Orangemen, but they can't get a good look at it. Carter from way downtown, long iron. Rebound stays with Ellet. Nice bounce pass. Lovett with the left-handed fader from 6 feet. And the Griffins off the board. Part of the reason was they got that offensive rebound. Floater in the lane, no good for Lane. Rebound the other way, and we're off and going. Adonis Jordan slithers and slides, hangs on the rim and everything but in. Ball tipped 5 times and ran down by Eaton. 3-ball for Jordan, he can't get it to go. Rebound to Boyce Jr., and the action is fast and furious. We got a turnover, but we're gonna have a foul in the backcourt. And I think they're going to get Ethan Jones. And that's actually his second foul already. Take the first one away from Carter. And that's going to bring an early trip to the bench for him with those 2 fouls. They'll bring in Marjay Bickley. A little less size, but lots of speed. High screen and roll, they can't find Lane on it. Bickley really working to get position. They're doubling down on Lane whenever possible. 3-ball no good, but offensive rebound. Justice Lane is in and out. Rebound Trevin Carter will go the other way with the Orangemen. Orangemen looking, a lot of passes, but that one goes right to Justice Lane. A nice leak out pass. Hangs in the air, up and good. for Marcel Boyce Jr., his first 2. Turnover leads to the basket. 5-2 Griffs. Inside, another turnover, almost. Oh, and yes, back-to-back turnovers by the Orangemen. And that's going to prompt Coach Hazard to go to his bench. He's going to go with Keenan Ivory. He will replace Brendan Eaton. New look Griffins with the graduation of Jonathan King. Transfers of the Livingston brothers, and of course they also have Paris, their point guard, out with a boot on his foot. And he's really a lightning scorer. Also their big guy, Cameron Winters, is hurt, so they're battling a little short-handed here. Justice Lane muscles that nice inbounds play. He's got 3, and a great start for the Griffs as they're up 7-2. They switch defenses again. They're going with a extended 2-3 look, kind of a 1-1-3. And it takes a quick shot, rebound. Rebound by Hodge Poole. And it's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Griffins. Justice Lane getting a quick blow. Vernon Smith back in. Also number 11, Marcel Boyce Jr. going to replace Martell Perkins. Coach Futch trying to keep him fresh here halfway through the first quarter. Tony Motley going to run things here. Nice bounce pass inside. Cut off well by the Orangemen. High arcer, big rebound in traffic by Trevin Carter. Addison Singletary into the game. He couldn't get it to go. Adonis Jordan, that's that one knocked away, but it'll stay with the Orangemen. Sub into the game, Nate Smith for the first time. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But Ellet's going to keep possession. Maybe they gave it to the wrong team. I like that. I like that trick. I'll have to put that into my repertoire. That's our ball, whatever. How many times has the high post not been ready for the ball? Almost another turnover on that. Love it for 3. Nope. 0 for 4 for three-point range for the Orangemen. Rebound to Motley. Everybody that's played for Buchtel has a rebound. They're sharing it. They're sharing that rebounding duties. Runner, no. Offensive rebound, stick back, yes. Hodge Poole. Couple points, a couple rebounds, and they're spreading it out. Great start for the Griffins, up 9-2. It's been all outside for Ellet so far, and they haven't knocked anything down. Just as I say that, Trevin Carter gets to the hole and then blows the bunny. Almost too easy. Singletary with the rebound. And a score here, that's going to be a travel. I was going to say a score here might bring a timeout for the Orangemen, but nope. Justice Lane back in. They're going to stay with that 1-1-3, and why not? They're looking to trap, and that one is thrown into almost the old Ellet High School. Third turnover for the Orangemen. Boy, that's a nice scoreboard, Peter. I can see everything. Nine-2 your score. Coach Futch shouting out instructions, no rush. Ellet goes zone for the first time. They're looking to trap out of it as well. Key to a good zone is movement. 3-ball, no. Carter with the rebound. Great rebounding guard. Jordan with a great look inside, and that's going to get him 2 more. Keenan Ivory with his first two and a big basket. It had been a while. They needed that. Great look by Jordan. 9-4, both teams kind of feeling their way here. That's the shot you want if you're Ellet, but you got to get the rebound. They don't, but they throw it away to the Griffs. Carter the other way, and it's poked away. Great hands. So turnover on both ends, and then we're going to have a foul here on the other end. Foul's going to be on number 23, Nate Smith, his first. No fouls yet on the Griffins. They played good defense without fouling, and mostly because everything Ellet has gotten has been outside, except for on that last possession. Lovett will take a break. We got a buzz, but nothing. .130 left in the first quarter. 9-4 Griffins ahead. Number 50 Grace into the game for the first time for Buchtel. A little contact, no foul. Rebound to Keenan Ivory. Buchtel stays in that 2-3, and why not? It's been effective. Back and forth we go. They can't penetrate that zone. 5th first quarter turnover for the Orangemen. It's been a grinder first quarter. Nobody with more than 3 points on either side. 9-4 Griffs. They try to get it inside, but it's knocked away. Great hustle. And we're going to get traveling violation because he turned over. He rolled. Any roll is automatic travel. Great hustle. Bad luck for the Griffins. Inside, 40 seconds now. Nice inside out action. Carter looked like it was partially tipped. Lovett gets it. He's fouled on the noggin. And he'll go to the line to get two as the mock cheer from the Orangemen crowd because it's the first call on the Griffins. Really, there really hasn't been anything inside, but I like the mock. Foul was on Tony Motley. Lovett cannot get the first to go. Didn't get to the table in time, so he'll have to come in if he makes this. And he doesn't, so it's a moot point. Rebound went to Boyce Jr. Lane cut off. And I got it. See those hands? Like butter. Well, not like butter. Butter would slip right through. I don't know why I say that. Like Steve Largent. There you go, Seahawk fan. Good 3-ball look. It's up, but it's short. Ran down by Bickley, and that's going to be off the cage. And after one quarter, it's a cold shooting quarter for both teams. The Buchtel Griffins 9, the Ellet Orangemen 4. Graduation rates in the Akron Public Schools are climbing as we transform high schools by strengthening the connection of learning in the classroom with what students may pursue after graduation, making learning more meaningful. It starts at the college and career academies of Akron at akronschools.com. akronschools.com. Remember, you can like our page on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, catch all of your APS Sports Akron action. All with the / Akron Schools, youtube.com, Akron Schools, twitter.com, Akron Schools, facebook.com, Akron Public Schools. Make sure you follow all of our highlights and games. If you don't have a lot of time, you can check out the 2 minutes and some change highlight reels of all the ball games, the Sports Center version. And then you can go back and watch the full broadcast so you can dissect everything that's done and stop and rewind and say, look how good that play looked, because Peter George will make everything look good. Make sure you follow as we get into the thick of this City Series season, which it looks like it's pretty evenly matched this year. Even the middle echelon teams, I think they have the ability to knock off the top teams any night here. And we're going to go about 5 deep in that North much improved. East can beat you on any given night. Firestone can knock down shots and get you. And then the 2 favorites here. Nice give and go. Wild shot. Nice tip in follow by number 13. Love it. He's loving that. Cuts it to 6. Buchtel jumped out to a touchdown 9-2 lead, but Ellet's defense has held Buchtel scoreless for the last 4 minutes. We're going to get a push in the back foul on Justice Lane. His first, team second. And Ellet kind of doing to the Griffins what they did to them earlier. They're forcing everything out to the perimeter, where Buchtel was able to get some things inside earlier. Trevin Carter with a nice spin move with traffic. Loose ball, but it is found and put in by Brendan Eaton. Now a 1-point game. And the difference is they're getting the ball in the key. And the Griffins aren't. And nobody's making outside shots. Adonis Jordan with a nice hook there. We had good position to make the call. Nobody else did. Nice rebound in traffic by Lovett. 2 in a row for him. Ellet with the ball and chance to take the lead. Oh, that could have been a charge. Took a lot of contact there, but they got it back. Adonis Jordan contested 3. It's in and out. Rebound skied for off of the Orangemen. Really well defended there. Didn't have a great look. Vernon Smith back into the game. He's going to replace Justice Lane. Coach Futch continues to shuttle him in and out, making me work. Hodge Poole back in as well for the Griffins. Orangemen staying that 2-3 zone defense. 3 ball up, rim no. Good offensive rebound in traffic. And Addison Singletary going to draw the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The coaching staff thought he lost that one going up. Foul's going to be on Lovett, his first. Team's 5th. Singletary to the line to shoot 2. First one back iron and good. Second one no good, and interesting that they don't have anybody up, but they did it because they want to trap. Handled well by Ellet. Quick up and fouled was Brendan Eaton. Good ball movement by the Orangemen. Foul's going to be on Vernon Smith, and if it is, it's his second. Lines it up, knocks it down, Brendan Eaton. 3 second quarter points for him to cut it back to 1. Second one, nothing but net for Eaton. We're tied at 10. Ellet drops back into that 2-3. That's good defense. Forced, but better offensive rebounding by Lane. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one's going to be on Brendan Eaton, his first. Lane 1 for 2 from the line so far today. First one back iron, no. Second one to go for Lane. He's 2 for 4 from the line. Adonis Jordan, his third try is good. First 3 ball of the ball game. Adonis Jordan and the Orangemen take their first lead, 13-11. Hasn't had much space, but just enough to get it off and knock it down. Justice Lane forcing the issue. He's working in there. Gets it up, no call. Adonis Jordan gets the rebound in traffic. A lot of contact in there, but how much did Lane create, I guess would be the question. Buchtel now man-to-man defensively. Trevin Carter in the corner, no. Skying for the rebound and getting it was Woods. 3 ball the other way. Buchtel still can't get one to go, but offensive rebound, and we're going to have a loose ball foul on Adonis Jordan. And that will be Buchtel in the 1-and-1. Both teams been pretty cold from 3-point range so far. Nate Smith going to check back in. Give Adonis Jordan a blow. In and out on the free throw for Poole. Up looking to trap again are the Griffins. Nice ball fake. Making the extra pass and the extra pass. Great job sharing the basketball, but good defensive rotation by the Griffins. Block shot, but it'll stay with Ellet. Number 3, Tony Motley back in. Oh, they had him early, wide open. They had Eaton, but didn't get him the ball. We had a great view of that. Peter George gave you. Oh, excuse me. Orangemen being patient offensively. Carter with the slice and dice. He can't get it to go. Great defensive help. Poole rips down the rebound. Buchtel with the ball, looking to tie it up, possibly take the lead back. 11-2 run since the Orangemen were down 9-2. Another offensive rebound by Woods. That time they get to the hole but can't get it to go. Rebound, Brendan Eaton. As we mentioned, new look Griffin team coming off that state semifinal appearance last year. This is a more of a grinder group. Great cutoff defense. They're going to have to live on that end of the court, and that's going to be an offensive foul on the other end. Ethan Jones gives up the body. Foul's going to be on Motley. It's going to be his second. We're going to have a timeout, Griffins timeout. You know, web-based learning with APS Online helps students who prefer learning in a non-traditional school setting. Akron Public Schools and APS Online. Find out more about your choices, akronschools.com. I'd like to thank following members of the community for their continued support of Akron Public Schools and the athletics program. APSIS would like to thank Crystal Clinic Orthopedic Center and Quick Care for their supports of Akron Schools and Athletics. Crystal Clinic Orthopedic Center and Quick Care, same-day appointments and walk-ins for unexpected injury, open 7 days a week. Also, APSIS would like to thank BSN Sports for their support of the Akron Public Schools. Shop BSN Sports for a large selection of sports apparel, footwear, and sports equipment. So we get back to action here. 2:42 left in the second quarter. Defense has ruled the roost so far. Both teams not shooting it very well. A lot of that has to do with the in-your-face defense. A lot of changing zones and traps and things like that. Both teams, the second time through, it's usually a grinder. Both teams know each other a little better. Oh, he had to look, but he passed it up, but he'll take it to the hoop. Does love it. Then he kicks it back out. Corner three ball. Knocks it down. Lovett finds Nate Smith his first three. 16-11. Orangemen their biggest lead thus far. The answer, no, on the other end. And we're going to stay here as Singletary had good position. Knocked out of bounds. Absolute lid on it right now for Buchtel. Only 2 points in this second quarter. And no field goals. They're both from the line. They've gone ice cold. Luckily, their defense has been good enough to keep them close. Looking to trap that wing, and they trap it hard. Good step through, though, on the other end. Another contested jump shot, no. Lovett with his fourth rebound. Ellet back on the charge. Nice give and go. Back-to-back three balls, yes, sir. Nate Smith. And the Orangemen have heated up 3 second quarter threes, and they're up 8. Quick shot on the other end, no good. Nate Smith, another rebound. Carter with the slice and dice, and he gets it up and good. 21-11 Orangemen. And Buchtel still can't get it to go. Fighting inside, up, no. There's just an absolute lid on that thing. Rebound Carter. No field goals in the second quarter for Buchtel. Orangemen see if they'll take one shot here, if they're going to go and try to keep this momentum going. They're running their offense. Oh, wide open inside, missed them again. I mean, they just completely had two guys on one, but they said we'll go for three instead. Can't get it to go. Loose ball, won by the Griffins in Justice Lane in traffic, and you can see the Griffins offense struggling. They're just trying to get whatever they can. Lane will go to the line, draws the foul, shoot two. Foul's going to be on Nate Smith, his second personal. So Smith and Jones with two personals for the Orangemen. For Buchtel, Vernon Smith and Tony Motley, two fouls apiece. Back Lane, no. Lane now just 2 for 5 from the line. Wholesale substitutions. Grayson. Perkins back in for Buchtel. Way short on the second one for Lane. Rebound to Adonis Jordan. So Ellet struggled, only 4 points in the first quarter. Buchtel struggling even more in the second quarter with only had 2 points. Jordan takes it coast to coast. He's fouled. Oh, and they got away with a foul on the arm. No call. And at halftime, a great second quarter by the Orangemen. 17 points on a trio of threes, 2 by Nate Smith and 1 by Adonis Jordan. They lead by 10, 21-11 over the Buchtel Griffins. We'll be back with first half action and second half stats. You're watching City Series basketball here on APSIS. Second half action here from Ellet High School. I'd like to go over some first half stats. First for the Griffins, we mentioned only a 2-point second quarter. They just could not get the ball in the basket. They're led by Justice Lane with 4 points and Hodge Poole with 4 rebounds. For the Orangemen, it's been a balanced attack. 2 second quarter threes off the bench for Nate Smith. He leads the way with 6, 4 points and 4 rebounds for Lyle Lovett. Point guard Trevin Carter held to 2 points, but he does lead the way with 5 rebounds. It's been a back and forth battle. First half won by the Griffs. Second quarter completely dominated by the Orangemen. We get back to action. Back to the zone for Buchtel. Adonis cut off. Finds Lovett, who somehow gets it in traffic. Carter drives, finds inside. Oh, they pass up another good look inside. And then they throw it away. 6 turnover, but they might get it back. Nope. Buchtel handles it. And a quick timeout by Coach Futch, who I think had numbers. I think he was worried about the 10-second violation. He'll call time. We'll keep it right here. Rebounds for the Griffins as a team, 15, and the Orangemen, 17. It's been pretty close. Turnovers, 6 for the Orangemen, 5 for the Griffins. From the foul line, Orangemen 2 for 3. Buchtel, 3 for 8 from the line for the Griffins. They'll trigger it in. Motley with it. He's joined by the other starters, Lane, Perkins, Boyce Jr., and Vernon Smith. Vernon Smith missed a lot of that second quarter with 2 fouls. Ball in, and then Trevin Carter gets it. Turnover, 6 turnovers apiece now. Inside out, deep 3 ball, and it's nothing but net. Ethan Jones for 3, the first 3 of the third quarter. Now Orangemen by 13. And another Jones fights for it, almost gets the turnover. Buchtel gets it back. Buchtel just hasn't been able to penetrate this zone and get many good looks. Contested jump shots. Lane in traffic, nice little floater, Justice Lane. He's got 6. That's the first field goal for the Griffins in 10 minutes. Carter gets loose for a minute, can't get it. Vernon Smith with the rebound. And then Buchtel throws it away, steal by Carter. Ellet almost in the position where they could force him out of this zone if they wanted to. But why? Another 3 ball, making that extra pass. Adonis Jordan for 3. 27-13 Ellet. And they're gonna get a reach. Foul on the floor. Foul's gonna be on Ethan Jones, his 3rd. Chambers and Poole check back in for the Griffins. Coach Futch keeps trying to find a lineup that'll work. They sneak it inside, but it's covered up by Ellet. Inside out we go. 3rd turnover of the 3rd quarter for the Griffs. They're going to switch it up defensively, it looks like. Man to man now. Ellet patient and methodical. Everybody sharing the ball in this offense. This Orangemen team, easy to forget they trailed by 7 points early in this ball game. Looked like they were in big trouble. How about that play call with the backdoor cut? Nice call by Coach Hazard, Brendan Eaton. The old baseline Princeton cut look there. 3 ball Chambers, he can't get it to go. Vernon Smith got that one off the ceiling, but he can't get it to go. Rebound by Nate Smith. And surprise here, all Orangemen. They're setting all kinds of off the ball screens and getting backdoor cuts now. Lovett takes it to the hole, and they're going to get a blocking foul underneath the basket on Chambers. Lovett went to the right hand that time to try to get it to go. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Lovett left hands that one in. Two for 2 for Lovett. And just no reason to cheer right now for Buchtel. After being up 9-2, they're being outscored 22-4 in this ball game. And they're just not making that extra pass. Really the difference between the two teams is the sharing of the basketball by Ellet. Coach Hazard didn't like that one. He'll take a timeout. He's liked pretty much everything else he's seen in the middle 2 quarters. Akron Public Schools nutritional specialist
create more than 32,000 meals every day for our 21,000 students, and they're all free. Research shows improved nutrition has the potential to positively influence students' academic performance. Learn more about these programs at akronschools.com. APSIS would like to thank Eckerd Baldwin Funeral Home and Chapel for their supports of Akron schools and athletics. Eckerd Baldwin Funeral Home and Chapel. During hard times, they promise to be there for you in your time of need. Whether it's traditional services or other cremation options, think Baldwin Funeral Home and Chapel. APSIS also wants to thank Carmen Studio Photography, Inc. for their supports of Akron schools and athletics. Carmen Studio Photography, a full-service professional photography studio servicing Northeast Ohio for over 50 years. Full court press being shown by the Griffins. No problem for Ellet, but except they can't finish on the other end. Rebound to Justice Lane. He's going to go coast to coast. Nice move by Lane, but that's kind of the difference in the two offenses. Lane makes the move, and it's kind of one on everyone, and Ellet's just had that ball movement. Justice Lane with a great finish, though. He gets him to the line. He'll shoot, try to go for the conventional three-point play. Fouls on Brandon Eaton, his second. If you're Buchtel, you can get this under 10 back to single digits by the fourth quarter. You've done your job. Lane's got all their third quarter points, 9 total in the ball game. Jordan with the look, it's knocked out of bounds. Nice save by the cheerleader. Hodgepool coming back in for the Griffins. Carter with a nice clear, and he gets it to go with the left hand. Nice design out of the out of bounds play, and a great move by Trevin Carter. Lane takes it himself with the left hand, can't get it to go. Ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with Buchtel, I believe. Vernon Smith back in. Boy, a lot of substitutions in this ball game, Peter. Wholesale. Marjay Bickley back in for the Orangemen. Just nowhere to go there for the Griffins. They'll tie it up and call time. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Buchtel. 2:20 left in the third. Ellet by 17 in this one. And Buchtel really missing Pari in this one. He's a zone buster. And Ellet is happily sat in the zone. Another turnover. Nice look. Bickley can't get it to go. Carter gets a rebound in traffic. Up and good. Trevin Carter has 6 points and 6 rebounds. Rebound the other way. We're off and running. Bickley, he's fouled. Nothing. Man, he caught some contact. Lane the other way with the flush. Justice Lane with a 7-point third quarter. They're getting guys on those back cuts. Bickley for three, no. Lane with the rebound, headed out to Vernon Smith. He flushes it as well. Got to get back on defense. Vernon Smith maybe give a little momentum to the Griffs. Quick three in the corner, no. Lane with another rebound. And now Buchtel off and running. Fifth turnover of the third quarter as Buchtel kind of runs into each other there. Another quick three by Jones. That one no good again, but rebound on the other end and thrown into the 13th row. Great catch. And I think we're going to have a technical on somebody. It's going to be on the Griffins. Coach Futch not happy. Nice job by the officiating crew, kind of letting Futch get his money's worth. And I see the officials both, they change sides. That's what you do in that situation. You don't make it any worse. It's been a frustrating day and a bad luck deal for the Griffins. They can't add to it. We'll have a timeout. This one taken by Buchtel. They're kind of in a position here where we've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter, but they're going to have to make their last stand here, down 15, and only 20 points through three quarters. It's just been a horrendous shooting night for them. And that happens sometimes. A lot of it has to do with the Ellet defense. Justice Lane doing his part here in the third quarter. He's got 7-11 overall for Lane. He leads all scorers. And if you look at the Ellet scoreboard, 6, 6, 6, 6, and just great balance by them. Nobody with more than 6 points. You would think with that, they're not. You got to have somebody in double figures. They're up 15 points with nobody with more than 6. Just a complete team effort. They've hit the three ball. They haven't shot it great, but they've hit the three ball when they needed to. They called the timeout, I think, after one shot, so I think they still got one more shot, which is weird. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Maybe he was trying to freeze them. We'll see if it works. Adonis Jordan to the line to shoot his second of the two. It doesn't work that time. He knocks it down. He's got 7 overall. 36-20 Orangemen. The ball and the lead. Backing them up there. Wholesale substitutions, a couple. Jones and Eaton back in for the last 33 seconds of the quarter. Buchtel back to the extended 2-3. Problem has not been with the Buchtel defense. It's been okay. It's not been bad. It's created some turnovers. Problem has been offensively, shooting the basketball, and then 5 turnovers here in the third quarter have kind of hurt in a tight game when you're struggling shooting. Thing about is no passing lanes, man. The Ellet's getting passing-wise pretty much whatever they want. They wanted a shot there, but they couldn't get it. Good defense by the Griffs, but Ellet will take that the rest of the game. 36-20, Orangemen lead after 3. APSIS wants to thank you for watching tonight. Remember, follow us on our YouTube channel, akronschools.com, youtube.com/akronschools. The other social medias, Facebook, Twitter, or go to the website, akronschools.com. You'll find out all kinds of great information, including all game highlights and full game resets. They make it look good. They try to even make me sound average. This gives us a chance to let you know Akron Public Schools offers the best and most affordable early learning and pre-K, pre-kindergarten education in the area. So it's not only for us old timers. Go to akronschools.com to learn more for the youngsters and the preschoolers. Looking to trap. Griffins coming out of the fourth quarter. Jordan and Trevin Carter handling it a ton. The two seniors in control here, and Ellet in no rush, because they will guarantee if Buchtel can't get to 30, they can't beat you. Carter in and out. Lovett looks to pass, and the nice tip up by Trevin Carter, who has not had a good shooting night either, but all of a sudden 8 points and 6 rebounds, and he's handled the ball so well. Buchtel, they just can't seem to get a good look. Everything's contested off the dribble. Justice Lane with the smooth drive. He hangs it on the rim, hangs it, the follow on the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound, Ethan Jones. Kind of a microcosm of the night. They get a good look, can't knock it down. Nice contest on the other end. The three's blocked. In and out we go. Lovett for three. Around the rim and no. Rebound, Vernon Smith. Lane, there's a good high-low look. We haven't seen much of that tonight. Good find to Vernon Smith. He finishes. Smith now with 6 points. And they're going to get Marcel Boyce Jr. back in, as well as Chambers coming in to replace Lane. They'll give him a quick blow. Sure, get him back in quickly. Vernon Smith rattles that one in and out. Rebound to Lovett. They're running that triangle, and Trevin Carter's going to go coast to coast. He's fouled. They got him on the hand. Carter has great pacing for a point guard. He's fast, but seems to never be out of control. Whether they've pressed, gone half-court trap, he's kind of been the guy that's got them as a true point guard should do. Get everybody else involved, but do what you have to do. Get your points when you need to. And he leads them right now with 9 points. 7 in the second half. Two for two for Carter, 40-22 Orangemen. Drive to the hole, and Poole is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. That foul going to be on Brendan Eaton, his fourth. Pull to the line, he drills the first. Woods set to check in, but he can't get there because the free throw is off the mark. Rebound, Trevin Carter. Lovett passes up an open look to take some time off the clock wisely. Jordan for three, no. Rebound by Poole, that's his fifth. Buchtel needs a quick basket. And they get it with the floater for Chambers, his first two, as he went high. Pretty shot. That's going to be a bump. Smith tried to avoid him, but with the angle he took, he just kind of got him on the bump. That's going to be Vernon Smith's fourth foul. Inbound Wade in the backcourt to Carter. Inside 5 minutes. Ellet taking the air out of it here, making Buchtel defend. Not what the fans necessarily want, but at the end of the day, they want to win. Jordan, I mean, he was wide open, but they're going to make him come out of this zone. Oh, great look. And they'll take that any day of the week. Adonis Jordan with a great find to Eaton. He has 8 points. He just stood in there and kind of went back and forth and waited his time. Alley-oop, lob, and the flush. Woods going high and throwing it down. Another nice pass, an easy bucket, Adonis Jordan. And we're going to have a quick timeout by the Orangemen. They're back up by 17 in this one. Ever since that first quarter, they've completely controlled tempo and pace of this game. Connecting community to the classroom. Akron Public Schools has hundreds of businesses, organizations, and foundations supporting its students and families each and every day. I want to let you know at the conclusion of this one, or maybe even a little bit before, PSIS will pick a APS Information Station Player of the Game. And Ellet Orangemen fans, it looks like it's going to be from your squad. It's been an impressive second, third, and quarter and beyond for the Orangemen. After a rough start to this one, they knocked down a couple of shots, tied it at 10, and then they took over from there. Once they went up, they did not relinquish that lead. And they've just kind of been building on it ever since. Orangemen led by Trevin Carter with 10. Brendan Eaton with 8. Adonis Jordan has 9. Levi Lovett with 6 points. Justice Lane with 11 for the Griffins. Vernon Smith with 6. In and out we go. Great hands by Trevin Carter. Another steal for him. Oh, the hang and finish on the other end. And I do want to mention only 1 turnover in the second half for the Orangemen. Oh. 6 second half turnovers. Yeah, that was maybe a little contact, but they got ball first. Just didn't get it quite clean enough. That's going to be on Ethan Jones. 4 on him. A lot of ball, according to the fans. He attacks it again. That's going to be all for Ethan Jones. That was definitely a foul. And coaching staff tell him, hey, when you got 4, you gotta attack, but be smart about it. That one was easy call because it was in the open floor. Ethan Jones will finish this one. 3 points and 3 rebounds. Nice jump stop and use of the glass by Hodge Bolt. He's got 5. Back to a 17-point lead for Ellet. Trevin Carter hangs in the air and 1. All Trevin Carter in the second half for the Orangemen. After only having 2 in the first half, Carter with a dozen here in the second half. Orangemen 9-2 right now and 5-0 in the city series. Vernon Smith gonna foul out. They'll replace him with Martell Perkins. Carter can't get it to go. Rebounds the Boyce Jr. and Buchtel turns it over. Carter with another steal and the hang in the air, and it's all Trevin Carter time now. Lane in, and he's going to get hit on the hand. He'll go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 2:22 left in this one. On a surprising 21-point lead for the Orangemen. Not surprising that maybe they even have come out on top, but the way they've done it. That's not a 2-shot foul. That's a 1 and 1. Lane misses it. Love it with the rebound. Inside out, and we're going to have a weak whistle, but it is one. Blow that thing, man. And Coach Futch got it that time. Brendan Eaton going to go to the line to shoot 2, and then we'll shoot the technicals after. Foul's going to be on Hodgepool. He'll shoot 2. Brendan Eaton has 8 points on the night. And he can't get the first one to go. And I wonder if we might even get to see some of the JV guys haven't got a chance to play in this one. He drills the second one. Now Nate Smith, who had a huge second quarter, kind of 2 big threes to get him going. He'll shoot the technicals. Line and drills the first one. It's all arbitrary at this point, Peter. I think both teams just want to get out of here. One team much faster than the other. Orangemen enjoying it. Futch getting a smile. He's smiling afterwards, so that's good. He knows his team will live to play another day. It was not their night tonight. But he'll have them ready the next time we have them. I can guarantee you that. And if these two teams meet again, it won't be the same story because Ellet's got them twice. It's hard to get a team 3 times in a year. But if the Orangemen keep passing the ball like this, they might be in good shape. Missed shot the other way. Quick 3, and they finally got one. That's our first 3 of the ball game, Peter. Tony Motley, first 3-pointer of the game for Buchtel, and that's rare. 120 and counting. Carter with the cut and the score. And then we have a step in. Timeout Orangemen. And he's going to make some substitutions here to get his guys in. 55-32 your score. Well, this timeout is perfect. It gives us a chance to let you know that Akron City Series basketball is brought to you by APS-IS, your Akron Public Schools information station. The APS information station player of the game, I don't think there's any question. Trevin Carter, it was arguable he was the most valuable player in the first half when he only had 2. Well, in the put away here in the second half, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, a great floor game by senior captain Trevin Carter. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Ellet coaching staff. They're going to go to 10-2 overall and a perfect 6-0 in the City Series. Now looking like the team to beat. Buchtel's still in it. They'll drop to 3-2 with the loss. Ball goes to number 24, Jalen Singleton, who's in. Keenan Ivory back in. Marjay Bickley back in for Ellet. Number 3, Colin Fridley in also for the first time. And number 33, Clayton Robinson set to check in. First foul shot missed by Boyce Jr. Griffins were led tonight by Justice Lane with 11. He's their only player in double figures on just a woeful shooting night for them. Rebound is grabbed in the backcourt. Bickley fumbles it but gets it back. He's going. Fridley takes it and they're going to get a blocking foul. That means Fridley going to go to the line. He'll shoot 1 plus the bonus. Bickley a little shaken up, might have knocked knees on that play, and we know how that hurts. Can't get that one to go. Yep, can't get the second one to go either. Rebound to Boyce Jr. It's fired up. They don't want you getting out of here, Peter, not yet. Foul's going to be on Jalen Singletary. Poole to the line to shoot 2. And he gets the roll. Little body English made that thing go down. Poole with 6. That one, he didn't need any body language because that was perfect. 7 for Poole. And dribble it out, Orangemen. Impressive victory at home. They'll go to the 10-2 overall, 6-0 in the City Series with a 55-34 win in commanding fashion. We want to thank everyone who make this possible. We thank the collaborative efforts from school administrators, teachers, parents, and Empower Akron students to achieve their highest level of success. This broadcast is brought to you by APSIS, where we imagine, inspire, and inform. And for everybody that makes it possible, for Ryan Rittenhouse and for all the administrators, students, we thank you. This is Joe Pukansky, Peter George, thank you, and we'll see you next time.